Hello Sagittarius, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting April 24th, 2017. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com. Some folks are still asking. And don't forget, I do have a couple of special videos I put out this month. One on why your rising sign is important, and one on the Venus shadow period, Venus coming out of her retrograde. If you want to check those out, they're under the Astrology videos playlist, and the Venus retrograde one is the main channel page's feature video, so you can check that out too. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Sag? Well, early on in the week, we've got Mercury retrograde going back into Aries, into your 5th house of love, romance, and your relationships with your kids. And it's going to be forming a very strong and harmonious connection with Saturn currently retrograde in your sign. And this actually does bring up a weird opportunity for a lot of you to maybe get into a relationship opportunity, a romantic opportunity, single Sagittariuses, that your standards were too rigid for before. I'm just going to say it like it is. Sometimes we see the error of our ways, and it's kind of like a romantic comedy where it's kind of like, you know, the guy or the girl is who the protagonist should be with is there, but the protagonist doesn't see it because they're on like a weird journey. You might be that protagonist here. You might be coming back from that journey this week, you know, because with Mercury retrograde trying to Saturn retrograde, it's almost like we're making right on an erroneous decision or on an erroneous conclusion we reached about somebody who really might be better than we think. Later on in the week, we do have a new moon in Taurus going on in your 6th house of work, reputation, and your physical health. And this could be really good news for those of you who are looking for a new job. Whenever you have a new moon in a money area, houses 2, 6, and 10, we tend to see an opportunity to get our schedule shifted in a big way to start making that money. But also at the same time, this is a great opportunity for a lot of you Sagittarius people to see some payoff in a health routine you have recently started or something you're trying to get started. You know, if you're thinking about a good time to start a diet, start working on your physical, you know, whether you're trying to change your body, you know, size in some way, get something under control, this new moon is going to be showing you a fast way. Whether it's a fast opportunity, a fast working treatment, a fast working routine, that is what it's there for. The new moon can also bring an opportunity for some of you to strike a little bit of fame, either locally or at the office, because it does talk about your reputation getting a considerable boost. And once again, even benefiting a lot of you who are currently working and not looking for a new job to finally get the attention from the people you want it from. So what is going on with your cards then? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Trickster. And this week it's very important to pay attention to when we seem to be having a bit of an issue where somebody, how would I phrase it, is either trying to pretend like they are championing a cause of ours, they are agreeing with us 110%, but it's only going so far because it's serving them. You know, usually with the Trickster card, we have a need to pay attention to where we might be counting on this person to sort of be our backup, you know, to be our endorsement, or maybe a situation where there's multiple people endorsing us, but again, there may be some lip service going on. You know, the Trickster, again, does tend to be the yes person. In fact, beware of yes men and yes women this week. You know, they can feel very good, I think, sometimes to have those kinds of followers, but people who decide to be that subservient all the time are usually just waiting for an opportunity to, you know, to serve themselves. The other thing about the Trickster card I want you to be careful with here is that there could be an opportunity for a lot of you Sagittarius people to get duped, again, by a situation where somebody's going out of their way, seemingly bending over backwards for you, but it's more like they're setting you up for a situation that they're not going to support you with the rest of the time once you commit. I'm not sure what area this is coming in on, but again, it's a lesson about the yes men and the yes women, and again, that sort of like subservient worship. Worship and love are not the same thing. You know, worship and friendship and loyalty are not the same thing. So somebody might be tricking you by trying to see if you can tell the difference. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finance, we do have the 9 of Cups upright. Beautiful card for work and finance because, again, we've got a yes answer coming your way, something very triumphant. a wish that you have made or a request that you have made will be granted, and this looks like whether you're looking for a new job or you're simply trying to pull some strings at the office, people are definitely going to be allowing you to use that. In fact, the Nine of Cups upright, when we say a wish is being granted, this could have been something or initiative that you put forth a long time ago. The reason I say that is because Pluto is also currently retrograde in your earned income sector, and so it's sort of dredging things up from the past, exhuming old opportunities, exhuming old, initiatives that we've taken. Now with the Nine of Cups, it could be saying that people are finally evolving enough on the issue to be able to get you your way, whether it's more money, the vacation time that you wanted, the time off that you requested, or yes, of course, maybe even a chance to get a retry on that job. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we've got the Fool card upright. This is a lovely card, I think, for a lot of you Sagittarius people, because we are getting you out and circulating with brand new people. And the Fool card upright could be talking about a change in a friend or a relative that that's either maybe new in your life or newer in your life, or a change maybe in in your social circle due to the addition of a brand new person, which is improving the whole thing. Sometimes we do need to bring a new person into the clique. We do need to have some fresh faces around. And the Fool card upright could show up as an ally or somebody who just changes the dynamic permanently by being somebody who is not a part of the culture that is stagnated in this existing group. And that's the nice thing about the Fool card upright. It's sort of, every once in a while friendships turn into little echo chambers. They turn into situations where people are very repetitive. They get stagnant sometimes. So breaking the mold or even challenging some people's, ability to be creative or, even just expand their minds may come with the help of a brand new person that's kind of giving you exactly the expansion that you want, and challenging the stagnant norm that's gone on for too long. So make sure that, even if people are a little bit wary, oh, it's new and scary, that you let this person in, because you know what, he or she may be exactly what the doctor ordered for all of you. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Six of Pentacles upright. Again, being permissive, allowing things to actually kind of go forward, using more yes answers for yourself, and giving more yes answers can be a bit of a challenge sometimes, because we kind of worry about being treated like a doormat. And the challenge this week with the Six of Pentacles is also learning to take a chance on things, and take more chances on people. Again, we've got a lot happening here that's basically kind of challenging your ability to trust this week, Sagittarius. And a lot of these messages are saying the predictable, or what stood the test of time, might actually not necessarily always be the most trustworthy, especially if it's kind of like, look, we have a very simple kind of way of looking at, well, what does it take to get on my good side? If it's too easy or it's always the same, that's really, that's admirable, that's consistent, but we also want to grow ourselves. And the Six of Pentacles is saying, again, taking a chance on new people could be a challenge, because again, we may be feeling like, well, there are other people in this, in this picture who are not necessarily always that thrilled about whether or not, we're sharing that energy or dividing that energy the way we are. But making room and being inclusive for others, and even introducing brand new things, or again, taking a chance on brand new things, where it does kind of break the humdrum, could be a challenge, because again, a lot of people might not be voting for that. You're expansive, you're the Sagittarius, but not everyone's always, always there. But it's like trying to get your kid to try new food. It's always a good idea to get, to at least give it a whirl. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the King of Pentacles reversed. This card, honestly, when it comes to the King of Pentacles reversed, typically we have to look and see where a partner or a crush is maybe not as emotionally available for love this week as we thought. Because the King of Pentacles reversed, there seems to be some kind of insecurity cropping up around the notion of status, money, and achievement. And cross-contamination in relationships happen, where it's like, okay, is this about love and family, or is this about people piling up badges of honor and milestones and rites of passage to feel like they got something done in life? The King of Pentacles reversed can show up where somebody is starting to think a little bit too much that way. And if this is a new person in your life, you know what? Honestly, I would you know, this might just be a phase, but it's important to call a spade a spade. For those of you who are currently coupled, you may notice your partner is kind of going into this mentality a little bit too much. And it's almost like a crisis, like an identity crisis. And we usually, with the King of Pentacles reversed, people are burning themselves out. And it may be causing it a bit of a wedge in the relationship. So it may be important to just kind of figure out why exactly is all of this so important? Is it as important as it feels? Always an important thing to check in with our partner about, because sometimes people do get sucked up into that rat race. And we may be needing to give a crush or a partner that reality check this week. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.